Hi, my name is Jeffrey Patron, and on today's episode of Cocktails with Jeffrey, the Cannabis Cocktails and Cinema Companion episode, or one of them. Is this a good intro? On today's episode, we have a guest, Rachel Porky Shank of the podcasts Screen Snark and the Infinity Podcast. I always kind of blank on that name. And yeah, and we watched Death of Stalin, me, Malarkey, Ronnie, and of course Rachel, and then talked about it. And I'm making, if you didn't see the title already, and I didn't of course announce it, a drink called the Tolstoy Tang, which I have no idea if it's a drink that originates in Russia. I couldn't really find out about it, but it is a drink making use of vodka that was included in some cocktails to make for Russia Day. And you know, Death of Stalin, thought I'd go with something a little more in the spirit. And yeah, I did get a Russian vodka for this, Beluga, which I did have in the freezer for a few hours, not really the more, like, I haven't stored it in the freezer for years and years and weeks and months to where it's really gotten chilled, but it is, you know, on the colder side. And a drink like this, I think, does function if your ingredients are chilled. So of course, my shaker tin was put in the freezer as well. I have my glass in this here refrigerator, filled with ice already. And you know, just things with vodka, kind of also the same thing with gin. It will taste better if you get it as cold as possible. Although that could be almost said with any cocktail. So I have 3 ice cubes in here, big ice cubes, one of which was given a nice purge. I don't know, I'm trying to come up with something, but yeah, I have an ounce of lemon juice. That was a lot harder to get out of this lemon than I originally thought. That I then put into the shaker, and right now I'm going to uncork this vodka for the first time. And we are going to put in 2 ounces of our chilled vodka. I was looking up what would be a good Russian vodka to get for this. These seemed to not be horrible. I'm going to give it a little bit of a taste. Rubbing alcohol, but with a nice, delicate sweetness. Anyway, so with that, we're going to add into the shaker a splash, which to me indicates something of like a bottle cap, although that's probably a little bit too much, of simple syrup. You could make your own, you probably should, but I'm lazy and I don't use it often, so I bought mine. And then something that you could make, but probably should just buy, orange bitters. This is kind of an optional variation, but I wanted to give it some zazz. So let's add it. There you go. And now, of course, we shake. Well, I should probably take out the glass. That makes more sense. Now we shake, and then we strain. Ooh, baby, I've been waiting for one of these where the tin gets so freaking cold. Whew, love it. Anyway, so yeah, now it's time to strain the drink. Alright, now the only thing that's really left, a few optional steps. Of course, we're going to start by taking a nice hunk of lemon and giving it a spritz around the rim, and then adding that little folded paper inside, and by paper I mean lemon. Of course, some suggestions to go along with this would be to read some Kropotkin, which I can never say his name. Read The Conquest of Bread. Take an orange slice and throw it at an enemy. You know, standard things. And I am going to take another bit with a little bit of pith, because I enjoy some pith. And I am actually going to do more of a actual garnish on the drink. So here you go. Tolstoy, I'm forgetting the name of this drink. The Tolstoy Tang. Very good. Combines that lemonness. It's a very refreshing cocktail, actually. The sweetness. The vodka is so crisp and clean. Ooh, this is a good drink. And yeah, I also think our podcast is pretty good, and I think you should listen to it. So go and do that. Links in the description.